Welcome to the Intuition Hour with Katt Nicholson, where our wonderful host Katt encourages each and every one of you to build your own intuition, navigate your own connection with spirit, and tap into the deep beauty within yourself. Enjoy the Intuition Hour with Katt Nicholson.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. You are listening live to the Intuition Hour. I am your host, Katt Nicholson. I am so excited to be with all of you today on this amazing start to a week. It is July 20th, 2026. I am saying good morning to all of you coming on in. I will have a perpetual smile on my face today. For good reason. And I want to say happy birthday first to my amazing husband, who is definitely in my life for a reason. Time is flying. We are actually going on 7 years very soon. So this year, it'll be 7. I do not know where time has gone. He feels like a brand new husband every day. And he is definitely responsible for bringing me closer to God and everything that I connect to as far as a vertical connection, which is a lot to say about one human, but it's true. I don't think he'd have it any other way either. It is very, very good and grounding and safe. It's nice that somebody has my back. And you guys know I had another Cancer birthday this week, and many more, because this is a very busy time. Almost 7, yes. This is a very busy time for my heart, really, I should say. Jupiter, Mercury, Cancer, it hasn't been the best retrograde, I'll admit it, but today I could feel a turn. I always look forward to the Leo energy coming in. I always look forward to, it's like I could tell already before the retrograde ends, which I want to talk to you guys about. I could already feel it. I get ahead of it with that Aries moon that saves my life time and time again, but it also brings me the energy that I need to be with all of you here and to definitely take care of you guys with sanity, And happy birthday to Laura's husband tomorrow. I saw that. Come on in, everyone. If you're listening for the first time, we would really appreciate a like and subscribe. I am so super excited about our upcoming new season ahead. I'm really, really also trying to embrace the moment. I know this retrograde has been, I don't even know. I can't put words to it. I really don't want to put words to it right now, but it was emotional and it was very, very intense for many of you and many of us in the world. And I started thinking in the last couple of days, knowing that Leo, I also want to shout out to Lois, whose birthday is in a couple of days. I know she'll pop in and out. And I don't want to forget. And anyone else who is Leo, happy birthday in advance. I want to jump to the Leo because I'm done with Cancer every year. When it's over, it's over. But I do get the onslaught of celebrating it. And I want to do something special for my husband later today. So I'm hoping he allows that. So we'll see what happens. But we did receive some great news. We've been waiting a really long time. You guys cannot make this stuff up. Astrologically speaking, it is also a Libra moon, I believe. If somebody wants to correct me, they can. But I do believe it is because I'm feeling a little bit light. And I also know that it's his moon as well. So it's just the perfect day for perfect news. We've been waiting for 3 years, and it's just a really well-deserved moment, so we get to celebrate a little more. Maureen, I want to say hi to you. Good morning. Twin, I've been thinking about you a lot the last couple of days, so I definitely want to see you. My beautiful godson's in the room today. Good morning, Tyler. Nice that you're awake for our show, and it's nice that you're here. Tara, hello, and Lynn, Patty, I love your name, Patty. I like that. It's such, she says at Retire with Patty, so we have a little bit of insight into who you are and what you do. But at the same time, I love that word, and I also am in denial about that word. So I actually, it really struck me funny, and I love that you're here. So thank you, Deborah, Larry, you too, Nadine, Becca. Yeah, we need some. There's Becca. Hi, Maya. How are you? Everyone, Quelly, you as well. Always giving me a smile. Tara, did I say Pamela? Nadine, lots of love to you. Laura, I definitely, and everyone else coming on in. I am super excited for all the birthday love for my hubby. And it's interesting for, if I don't know even what to say, it's interesting because the Cancer energy is very grounding for me. And sometimes I kick and scream to get out of it, but you guys know I have to have a free place to be me, and that really does exist with that security or safety or that background and space to be able to be who I am. And I really wish that for everyone. What I also wish for everyone, I don't know if you watched the World Cup yesterday or not, it was quite the thing. And quite not, but in any case, it was an experience, once in a lifetime, I'm sure, but I won't spend too much time on it because it got me thinking about things, and I wanted to share with you today. Everywhere we're looking in the world, I was thinking to myself, what about greatness really, and what makes people great, or how do we succeed, or how do we achieve certain goals or dreams or calling or passion that we're here to do? What is our calling? Where everywhere we look, someone or something wants our energy, and we're giving it so freely, without boundaries, without um, even time. It's not stressless anymore. It's just like calling us everywhere. Our people, the news, social media, worry, fear, doubt, angst, all of these things that go on in our lives, in our minds, in our spirit, that, why are we being called to so many things? And so it's more overwhelming than ever to give our attention and our focus and invest in these things that really, what, how, why, where, and when is it giving back to us, what we're giving out to the world in that way, because it's sucking us in everywhere. And I'm thinking to myself, what makes us better? How do we turn to ourselves for a moment? And what if we really made a decision today, and from today, to take 1% of what we want to improve on and become a healthier part of ourselves for ourselves, so that 1%, and even if it's 1% at a time, it doesn't matter if it takes 10 years, it doesn't matter if it takes a year, it doesn't matter if it takes anything, significantly, what part of yourself can you improve upon? Spending that money, that money, yeah, that money about yourself, that investment about yourself. How do you improve on what's already given to you, God's given gifts? What is it in the world that you want to present for yourself, not just everything else? And when you walk into a room these days, it's like, oh, we have angst. Or when you get online, sometimes it's anxiety producing. You don't know what the news is going to be. You don't know what you're taking in. You don't know who's saying what, or who's doing what. And what kind of peace are you existing in your room? What kind of peace are you bringing into the room when you come into it? Because collectively, we all know. Now, I will tell you guys this, I have been having lots of ear rumbling, buzzing, all of these things, right? And it sadly always the night before some kind of earth-shattering earthquakes. I've been getting it underground. We're having testing going on here outside our waters, which we found out after I started having this problem. And it's really earth, it's kind of earth moving, and definitely our house moves with it. In any case, I've been having it's been going on, and I was like, what is it? But the good thing about it is it woke me up to want to delve in and go a little deeper to find out what this is, as far as like a something that is aesthetically happening that I could touch, something that will make me turn in and really realize, how do we invest energy into growth and not the failure of anything? How do we invest like in growth? How do we help each other in ways that we haven't before, because we're so busy picking on the failures of what's happening in the world, the failures of other people, the judgment and the consideration of Tara. I'll get to that in a second. I agree. We're kind of wishing or hoping to fix other things. We want, of course, with a political arena, that's absolutely makes me speechless. I'm sure it does the same to you. Anyway, but we're also in a cycle of life that continues to turn, and so we have to. What comes down goes up. What goes up comes down, and we go, back and forth like this, just like Jupiter and Pluto. It's a push pull. We want to stop trying to wish for something else. We want to stop trying. With others, we can wish all we want and invest in those wishes for ourselves so we could bring a better version of ourselves into life. But we can't change the world from the outside in. It's impossible to reach what and who we should be reaching in order to fix this shit, right? So we have to kind of come from the inside out. And I feel like remembering love is stronger than fear. What's that one habit that you can take within yourself and change today? What is that one thing that you can alter 1% of? Whatever it is, whatever you feel, is it, 1% less judgment, 1% less fear, 1% less doubt? What is it that you can increase to improve on your joy, to remove whatever is stealing your joy? Shut the damn computer off, turn the TV to a different channel, invest in a new something. Have you ever watched a movie that was so inspiring it changed your life forever? But we have difficulty. I said happy birthday to you too, Lois. Good morning. We have difficulty a little early. We have difficulty trying to find what's good when we're surrounded by so much of what we know, believe, understand, and feel that's bad, So we don't want to do that. We want to start protecting our attention. And I mean protect our attention as carefully as we can protect our heart. We have no problem saying no with that. We have no problem holding ourselves back from people that we know are no good for us anymore. We learned all these boundaries, And so that with that being said, I think we have to protect our attention all the same now. It's like another layer of what we have to learn while we're here. Now, whatever you feed with your focus becomes part of the garden you're trying to grow. And that garden is your life. So we want to do all of the right things to help that garden grow. And I know you guys all have an ability to do so. So with that being said, be better. Be better for you first. Let's remember we can't change it from the outside in. We have to change it from the inside out. And let's move on and decide what we're going to do to improve ourselves or a piece of ourselves from here forward. 1%. That's it. And you'll feel better. And I actually had to tell myself this, because let me tell you, after everything this year that's been going on, and with the loss that I have sustained from the dogs. I know this sounds ridiculous, but they're my babies, and This is the first time I think in my adult life that I actually had an issue trying to get out of that pain because their personalities were massive and they were my world. So, when we overcome these things, we have to look for every great thing. And some of you have gone through so much loss, but we have so much life and so much to be grateful for that we forget because the world is a disaster at times. But believe it or not, it's been a disaster before. And believe it or not, it'll be better again. And we have to start with better within. And that's what's going to happen. So now we have Leo, which is also a very good thing to be excited about. We have so many positive things to look forward to. There is a positive shift. Come on. Sometimes we got to take a second and just laugh because we can't make this stuff up. And at the same time, believing in ourselves or what we are here, doesn't it take away when our attention is pulled and all these other things? We don't even know how much time do you spend trying to figure out what's AI and what's real or authentic? Seriously. How many of us spend time trying to figure out what kind of gossip? I know I do this, believe me, sometimes at night when I'm late and I want to shut it all down. I like to look at all the people that I used to know in life. And I mean, like the Hollywood crowd and stuff like that. And I don't know who did this and who did that. I'm thinking to myself, gosh, I could be writing a book right now, I could be offering something else to the world. Every single day, I'm going to remind myself of these things. And I laugh because I don't loaf. And I really want to be better at loafing a little bit. And I know that sounds kooky, but I really do think it improves the energy and the space that we become one with. And so I'm going to challenge you all. I'm going to totally believe in every single one of you to be better, to put that internet away, to try to figure out where your attention is being protected and your heart is being loved and adored. And this is what I want for you for the rest of the year and then some, okay? I don't want to go too far ahead. I want us to embrace this moment. I want you to be excited about this lioness. That's why I said, Serena, come on, it's Lions today. We're going to get out there. We're going to forgive. We're going to do all of these things that Leo wants us to do. We're going to embrace our courage and do something new. We're going to have more strength in the world and bring it to yourselves first, okay? Now, let's come to the top. I'm ready to take your questions. Thank you for listening to me ramble. And I do hope that you take that all to heart. My godson is a Leo too. His birthday will come up soon. And I want to say, I'm going to just celebrate you all month. Okay, Ty? And you too, Lois. And who else? Laura's husband. All right, Lynn, good morning to you and your bright light as well. Let me get to Anne first. Twin, so many things that we had shared years and years ago. I won't even say how long. I want to say 13 or 14. In any case, they were popping up into my feed this week. You have been on my mind, and you are obviously, she says she's having her second hip replacement in August. She had a knee replacement. What might you see for me? Oh, I love this because I do see correction. I want to say this. I feel at first, well, you're like an old pro now with a young spirit. I feel like the first 3 weeks are going to be a little tough. And you may even say to yourself, just for a moment, this is true. I don't remember it being this way, or it's a little bit different on the third week or something like this. And then all of a sudden you magnificently turn. And so keep an eye on that moment and that timing. And those emotional peaks and valleys up until that week. I believe it's 23 days they have documented. That's just news that I have learned, but about the emotional ups and downs. I do believe you're going to really, really heal. I feel like you're going to be so much better than you've been in a long time. I know this sounds crazy, but it also opens you to a different you too. Are you writing a book? Wait, let me see something. I want to see something. Are you here? Thanks for the love, everybody. Anne's going to get a little over. Yes. Okay. So are you writing? They're showing me pages of a book. I want to say adding to your story, but I just feel this for some reason. You're writing? Are you taking a break? A memoir. I love that. I think this is a good part of your memoir also, because I feel like there's layers of something and healing that needs to also be told. Are you sharing some of this? That's a lot to go through for one little body. But for some reason, it makes you strong. Her hip pain, you're taking a break. Yeah. I think it's going to be better. You're going to get right to it when it's over. Great Jupiter cycle for you after this. The writing energy, you'll get momentum, and then right into Virgo after that next spring. I mean, yeah, it'll be good for you. Now take it easy those first 3 weeks, because, crack the whip. Sometimes we get too much oomph. But that 3rd week will slow you a little bit if you just go slow and steady wins the race, Okay. I feel that strongly for you. Okay. It's very important. Okay. And I do hope that helps. I also feel you're going to finish it. Is it funny? I don't know. I see a lot of humor going on in your world, and I feel that for the next few years, actually, a lot more humor. So there will be some laughter ahead, and you have a lot to look forward to. And I'm sorry about your surgery. I don't want to make light of it. That's a big one, but it's going to make you better. When we correct things, I always say this about certain body parts, but come on, like the grounding, you are going to feel so balanced and so much better. You're already doing well with the other pieces of the puzzle, but this is going to be a really good one. So you come back and let us know. Well, we'll be around here, of course, weekly, but to see you and see how you're doing. But I know you're going to do really well. Just be safe. All right, now. Lara says it's been one of the most intense retrogrades. She can't wait to be on the other side. I agree with that. How is your healing doing? Yes, we also have to ride the waves. I believe that as well. I also feel like I feel like, Lara, the next couple of months are going to be lots of love. Lois, happy birthday to you. She has to go. I know she's on the move. There's the Leo energy piling in. Have a nice day. Laura, I feel really strongly that every month now will get better and better for you, and October is going to be like a gem. I feel really, really good about that. So there are some treasures coming this year for you as well. And I also believe that you have some more healing to do, but how are you doing on your healing? Look, everybody wants to be in tip-top shape with this Leo energy coming ahead. And I do believe we're going to see a lot of that. I also want to remind everyone it's very important to stay humble. It's important to stay humble ahead also. I don't want everyone healing's okay, a little nerve discomfort, going to the doctor, okay, good. I think your healing is definitely it takes time on the nerves, hon. I know you know that. I think a couple more months even, but less and less. Like I said, October looks fantastic. I think you have 2 good shifts, also that are very good, and you'll know what I mean soon, okay? Sherry, I love you too. Sherry, while you're here, why don't you go ahead and share? Can you share your project? Or is there any way you can do it here? Can you share with us what you're doing so I could share with the world? I don't wanna mess it up. Sherry has something very exciting going on, and I'm going to share a little bit of your story because it's exactly what we're on point talking about here. Sherry's a cancer survivor, and she's gone through a lot of change, and she also had life-altering surgery prior to her cancer, and then she had she had her cancer surgery, and she's in remission and all of these things. What wonderful journey! But she had a dream, and she said it one day, talk about the Leo energy. She talked about it one day and the next day it was on the move, and now she's really making magic happen. And Sherry, I want you to come in and just go ahead and share with us so we can all be together on this. And it's pretty fascinating to watch her move forward and talk about being better, planting seeds. She has something to say. And I'll wait for her and come back to her in a minute, but go ahead and share it and let's share. I don't want to spoil your surprise, okay? But I love that. And when she gets that, let me come back. Pamela said there were a lot of unsettling things in the world, but a bit more positive shift. That is very, very true. I too agree. I also feel a lot of spirit. So Pamela, let me say this. Do you have sensitivity a little bit in your tummy at all right now? Go ahead and share your story so I could read it, please. Thank you. Pamela. Yeah, everybody's surrounding you with love and good focus and good momentum. I just want you to tell everyone what you're doing. And she will in a minute. And I'm with Pamela too. You could tell I'm definitely exercising that Gemini brain today, happily. Pamela, your tummy looks a lot of stomach, she said. Stomach issues. Yeah, I could feel that sensitivity. Are you on 2? I feel so much love today too. Tara. Thank you. Everyone is on it. So much better than hate. So much better than everything. So much better than fear. A majority of our, whatever we want to say, is of hatred or negative whatever. I see so many people wanting to correct other people instead of trying to better themselves, or not even correct yourself. Just try to be better. So much finger pointing on everywhere. And there's so many things that draw our attention to do that, All right, while Sherry's typing, I'm talking to Pamela. And I think that I don't know if you're taking 2 different things for your tummy, but you need to. And I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you what that is, but I'm in the probiotic range of life. And thinking about something like this, or perhaps your doctor can give you something like that, or of course, check with your doctor with everything I'm saying. But there are two different things that could truly help you. I don't know if it's a digestive enzyme, I don't know if it's a probiotic. I just feel good about all of that. And I really love that. I also feel super excited. Along with this going on in your physical body, your space, your outer world, all of this, very, very close to your spirit, you are definitely attracting this spirit of generosity. And I do feel people want to give to you. And I hope you're learning how to receive, because this is what the universe wants. This is what God wants for your life, you know? So people are going to be more generous. And it looks like it's going to be that way for some time. So I love that too. And I do hope that helps. I think tending to your tummy is going to be well invested time, well spent. And I feel you'll be really good. And I hope that helps too. Okay. I'm trying to keep the hands down, guys. I'm laughing because I know my hands take up 90% of the screen, but it's just the Italian Gemini. I cannot control it. And I want to, but I'm literally fighting it. But I'm laughing with you. Sherry has created or is creating a lavender farm and more, right? More than lavender, but gorgeous farm, which looks amazing already. She's creating essential oils and incorporating them into soaps and possibly have a farm stand. I was thinking about this the other day too, because, and this is all after recovering from so many things and going through a monumental shift where, I mean, and it's gorgeous. And she's just like, oh, yeah, all of a sudden she comes out with like, somehow we go from chatting about and connecting over her healthcare to these massive dreams that she's putting into play in reality. And like, talk about motivation, guys. Like, I've never seen anything so fast. She's kind of light years ahead of me. And I was like, wait, I thought this was an idea, not actually. She took action, like, and it's coming together really nicely. And people are supporting her everywhere. And I think it's really great. And so, in any case, Sherry, if you have a page and you want to share your page, you want people, please do. I know we can't put any. I think there's no links here. I don't think there are things that we can't do here on YouTube. But if you want to send everybody over, go ahead. She's also doing Dragonfly Works. She's doing different lines and products and Okay. All right, little entrepreneur. There you go. Who would have thought? Even weeks ago, it seemed impossible. Guys, trust me, she's making it happen. So lots of love to you. All right. Now, Jim, welcome. And I'm so happy to see you as well today. Thank you for being here. All right, Pamela, let's get back to your tummy. She was looking at probiotics, and my new naturopath gave me a digestive enzymes. Very good. Okay, here we go. The digestive enzymes and I feel some more movement forward with the probiotics. So the two things, but please, see your doctor, my disclosure, okay? They'll work both. I feel your doctor will say it will work very well together. And so don't stop looking for that one thing, that probiotic. I think it'll be great. Okay? All right, now let's take a look. Deborah, how are you doing today? So great to see you here also. Let me just take a look. I wonder, so I feel making some plans, um, for you. I kind of sense, I don't know if you have a dinner or gathering or getting out of the house, lunch. I know this sounds crazy, but I feel some connection around these things. I don't know if it's meetings, lots of third house energy for you. Um, Hi, Deborah. Thank you. I'm glad you're well. I'm seeing all this, like you're communicating. I don't know if you're putting anything into the written word or spoken word like this, but lots and lots of things. If someone invites you somewhere, I feel like you should attend. Um, and I also I do feel good about that. So if someone asks you to dinner, or do you have anything like this coming up that you know of? Because I just feel like it's going to be like some, I don't even want to call them appointments. I want to call them like meetings or anything like this. It just feels like it's going to be a focus. Are you writing anything? Um, like I said, a lot of Gemini focus uh, like that topic. Even though we're coming into a Leo cycle, there's going to be some of this happening. So whatever you feel like you want to do in the world ahead, connecting with others is going to be on the forefront, where maybe before you might want to protect yourself or stay a little on your own terms or on your own turf. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be coming out into, there's a lot more to say and do and share. So I like that. I don't even know if it makes any sense yet. It's really any focus on the third house for some reason is showing up very strong for you. Okay. And I do feel maybe before, sometimes we go through phases of our lives where we want to shelter a little bit and then we come back into um, like a great opening or a space of sharing. I feel good about that. All right, now let's come back to the top. This retrograde, everyone, and we don't ever have to talk about it again, really. But I do think it slowed us down. It was a long one. It was a long one. I'm sensing that the end is near now, and it feels good and to be with all of you in a better space. And it really did force or encourage us to dig deeper and to pull out some things that we no longer needed. And I feel this for many of you. And at the same time, now we can look into, okay, so she's still sheltering. She said in a cousin's dinner that I was not going to. Okay, you got it, honey. That's so funny because meetings and dinners are at the forefront of what I see ahead. So it is going to be hilarious to see what you do. You will be coming out of your shell. She said, I could tell you've been sheltering, not for long, but when I get the third house, sometimes it means like 3 months or the next few months. You don't. It's okay, whatever you choose to do still, but just be prepared. It's going to come up. And people will, that's like kind of a neighborhood thing too. Like all of a sudden people will notice you, you'll be in the spotlight. Not to make you nervous or anything, but it's okay. You'll be coming out of your shell. How's that? With purpose for some reason. You'll be like, what's the difference? Like this, okay? All right. Now where was I, guys? You have to remind me. All right, Pamela, we have you. Yes, you could prepare. I know when I like to shelter, I don't want to hear anybody tell me I have to get out and about, but it's just going to be a natural progression of it. Let me just see. Hold on a minute. Patty, she said she retired June 1st. It's still new to her, but she's loving life. Not what I planned it would be, but great, still the same. I feel great about it also. Are you taking any, would you be open to a travel like, she said her creativity started running on hyperdrive. I know it feels like it's really something is running through you. I could feel that also. But would you be on a boat ever or on the water, near the water? I feel everything from a child's play toy to a yacht or a cruise. Um, and I also think salt water would be really good for you right now as well. I feel good about that. Um, that Oh, she's looking at living on cruise ships. Oh, well, there you go. How about that? You go, girl. I'm going with it. I'm running with it. Let's just join together and say it's going to happen. And I had no clue. So that's a good thank you. I always say, thank you, God, for helping us. And that's what I'm trying to do. Thank you, Patty. I'm so excited for you. This is so great. I love this. It's going to happen. You know what? I have to tell you something funny. It's actually not funny. It's sad. But no, it's good. We had this conversation yesterday, I think, or the day before. You know, we live by Cape Canaveral where all the ships are. And they've gotten rid of, sadly, a lot of people that are employed for them. You know what I mean? But I was like, wow, what a time. Yeah, outside reinforcement is a good thing. It is. It's good affirmation that it's going to happen too, because it was a very clear vision, of the ship and that was my first vision. And I said, whatever. It would be so great for you. It's so, so perfect. What another dream come true. I'm sure it will come true because what's really strange is you may even wind up finding something to do that you never thought you would do, like art or teaching or whatever. I mean, there's so many great things. And I was thinking about there's so much for the younger generations and anybody who wants to work on the water like that. It's sadly a lot of openings, not for the best reasons, but we know that it's going to be a big industry shift. So being at Cape Canaveral, we see a lot of things happen. And anyway, that's really great. I'm happy for you. And I'm happy you're getting that validation confirmation. And it will come probably sooner than you think. Okay. You come back and let me know how it is in the autumn. Not late autumn, early autumn, early to September, October. It's good. All right, love that. Okay, thank you for that. Lots of love to you and continue enjoying your retirement. Love your plan. I wouldn't love it for everyone. I'm a little fussy about everyone moving about. Everyone knows, Katt, if I ask you if I can't leave my front room, I'm kind of that way, but you belong on a ship. So good for you. Okay, now that means I feel like you're safe. Okay. All right. Somebody needs me to look at their. Oh, Lara, I'm so sorry I missed that. Can you take a look at my teeth? Are you grinding at night? I kind of feel like you are. Do you have a mouth guard? Lara, I don't know. In any case, I do feel like a lot of pressure going on in the middle of the night on your, and you didn't think so? I do. I feel like there's pressure on something that's causing it to be sore. Also, any kind of periodontal rinse would be good for now, but then of course you want to go see your doctor. Always check, or a dentist, always check with it. When are you going? I do. I feel like there's something going on at night, clenching, something. And I mean that. It's like tight, making things a little more sore. It's okay. It may not, TMJ. Oh yeah, the clenching. Okay, well that's the same. Okay, that's good. Sorry about that. I know that's very painful. You have a sensitive tooth rinse. That's very good. Thursday is very good. Okay, good. They're going to make the very, very good. Okay, they'll take care of you. You do have TMJ issues, so but no night guard yet. You clench when you're stressed, but this is why your teeth are hurting. Well, in my opinion, I'll say intuitively that's what I could feel, because I could feel it now that you're doing that. So, okay. Oh, they'll correct it in some way that makes life a lot easier, more comfortable. She has no jaw pain, but that's okay. But that's also, but this is what's feeding into this sensitivity, as well as your mucosal lining is a little sensitive, and that's okay too. But they're gonna fix it. Okay, you're on the track. TMJ is tricky because we could have issues from when we were young, and they come and go. And the bottom line is, it does affect a lot of other things in our body we're not aware of at the time. So it's kind of like a little snake in the grass, but you'll be okay no matter what. They're going to take care of that for you. Okay. All right. Now, Sherry, I am going to say this. You are definitely going into the right place. And I feel you're going to be, I don't think anything. I am confident that your business will grow and blossom in every which way possible. And you'll continue to really, I think you'll streamline it into two different things at the end of the day, but just keep running with it where you're going. I don't feel any amok or anything. I don't mean I'm running amok, but I definitely feel like you'll be successful in two different areas, okay? And it looks very, very good. I have zero doubts about you that way. And we'll take a bigger look after the retrograde's over, okay? All right, now, who is next? So Tara says that she keeps telling her family on the West Coast that they're to be earthquake aware. I feel those earthquake vibes, and it's kind of crazy that we had a few. I think tis the season, because I didn't feel too many hurricanes of late, and they're so far, knock on. I want to knock on wood, but I don't want to be suspicious by nature. I do feel like it's been a pretty easy hurricane, thank goodness, a couple of years. And at the same time, I have been feeling those earthquakes. So I do think we have a little more, but the earth is loud. It's talking back, and that's part of that. So we'll see how it goes. Everyone just stay safe. And our country, they're doing a lot of testing out here. So it's always like a little quake around 3.9 this week. I've been rumbling like crazy in my ears, and I didn't even know they were doing this until recently, or this week I learned of it, because my ears were driving me nuts. And my feet, I could feel it. And they're doing a lot of military testing. So it does shake things up a little more. Fortunately, this is the East Coast, not the West Coast, but the way everything is here, it's not like, the poor other, Mexico, Venezuela. I mean, those things were horrible what happened. So we are a little more, I'm worried about the same thing, but at the same time, and we can't live in that kind of fear. We just put our best thoughts out there, and Mother Nature is real. So we expect these things to occur, but there's a lot of preparation that don't exist in these other countries, which it's been really, really hard. Okay, but I'm with you on that for sure. Nadine, where did you go? I don't want to miss you. I thought I read you say something about, where did you go? Tara, your life is definitely going to change for the better. Yes, from within. I love that. Relationship stuff seems to be lit up right now. Any insight? I think peace and ease is going to come, but not immediately. Little more work. And I'm not saying that it won't be up and down, but I do not see an end, and I definitely feel it's worthwhile connection to work through. So I'm going to say a couple of more weeks to get more insight and understanding. And I feel like that's I feel like putting each other's shoes on each other's feet would be very helpful, especially from the past and the way everyone grew up. And I hope that helps. Okay. All right, everyone. I cannot believe, and we'll say more about that. We're going to definitely tackle that after the retrograde as well. Okay, everyone. Serena, thank you so much for being my producer and for the lovely lions, and always going with my vibe. I so appreciate and respect you. It was a very fast hour. Everyone, I'm so grateful. Happy end of the retrograde this week. I know there are so many other things I'll leave up to the experts astrologically, but we definitely can't make this stuff up. Happy birthday to all of you celebrating this week. I'll be celebrating today, my love, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, bye now. Have a wonderful one, everyone. Bye, everybody.